Hello. So I want to talk about this because this has been on my mind, and this is like how I think we should live, how it's been before in the past, but how I think we should live in general because I okay. So what if tomorrow the president announces on TV, hey, everybody in the world, money isn't a thing anymore. It isn't of value. It doesn't get you anything. It's just there. You could just go about living your lives. Money doesn't matter anymore. The money you have doesn't matter. It doesn't count for anything. You can't get anything with it. And the things that we do have, everybody has access to. Anything in the world, living, housing, whatever it is, any opportunity, but money is not of value. So what if the president said that tomorrow? I was thinking people wouldn't know what to do because so many people put their value in money. And that's not the only thing. They put their value in accolades. They put their value in degrees. They put their value in what they can do or who they know or what they know sometimes. Knowledge can be used in an egotistical way. So I just said that because man, we put our identities in anything and we don't know what to do when it's snatched away. For instance, okay, the pandemic happened. I don't know what to call it. The panini happened. I don't know the right words. The rules. The shutdown happened. Everything happened a few years ago and nobody knew what to do, and we've seen how that unraveled. We've seen certain things and certain speeches, and it's just like we don't know who we are without our things. We don't know who we are without our titles. Why can't we just live in a world where, I know why, but it would be better if we could live in a world where you wake up and you have access to everything you ever wanted. You have access to things, to travel, to everything that's good for us in the world, to us humans, without having to do the impossible just to gain the money to do what you want to do or do what you need to do. Why can't we trade information on how to do heart surgery or build a house or those things are accessible right now? They are, but you know what I mean? Like as far as just things we need to know as people, I think anything we need to know as people or anything we need in our lives to help us should be attainable to everybody. Whether they're going to use it or not, it should be attainable. It is, a lot of things are, but everybody doesn't have access. People don't even know that they have access to certain things or that they're worth learning something different, or they're a person without their things and titles. Like, we are humans. Like, before we even had a thought process to ourselves, our own minds to think with, we were just human. We are just, I'm just so like, it's so many thoughts going through my mind because why are we like this? Like, I have to train my own mind every day when I wake up. I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful because God made me, and I'm important because God said I'm important. And just, oh my goodness, it's just so many thoughts because why do we treat ourselves poorly, or why do we think of ourselves a certain way when we don't even have certain things we think we deserve or need? And half the stuff we think we need, we don't need. I learned a few valuable lessons in life. It's like when I got certain things, it's like, okay, I got it, but now what? Because it's like, what's the intent behind wanting certain things? It's just like, man, it's just so many, like I said, so many thoughts. And I know I'm rambling, but we deserve to live happily. We deserve to do the things we want to do. And people shouldn't lose it when they don't know what to do, when they don't have certain resources. If like I said, the president were to say, hey, yeah, money isn't a thing anymore. people wouldn't even know who they are without it, or because it's tied to so much. Titles and accolades and who we know, whatever it is, what we think is important is tied to so much. So it's like, well, then if you can't do that, then what is stunting on somebody gonna do? Or because everybody has access to it, and then now that everybody has access to it, how are we going to treat each other? How are we going to treat ourselves? You know, who would be deemed as important and who would be deemed as in the way or not important or not popular? So we should just treat each other with the equal respect and, oh my God, treat ourselves with respect and treat ourselves right. Because we do deserve what we need in life. We shouldn't have to be deemed worthy as something important just for the bare minimum in life, the basics in life. And that always got on my nerves. I just feel like this world, oh man, it's so, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? It's so fickle. Let's just focus on what we think is successful, what we think is amazing, what we think is important in life. I just think that's what we should be thinking and focused on. Like, this world ain't forever. Like, the thing, like, here today, gone tomorrow. You don't know your next breath. You don't know what's going to happen. So let's just not worry so much on things that aren't important. It's so much that I want to talk about, and so much that I can't wait to share with you all on this channel. But I was just thinking about this, and I think about this a lot. Like, what if classism wasn't a thing? Or what if, oh man, just so many things that separate us. There's so many distractions in this world that separate us that shouldn't separate us. I just don't understand. Like, I treat everybody with respect. I don't care who you are, what your title is. I heard an actress say, the same tush you kiss today. No, the same tush you kick today may be the same tush you have to kiss tomorrow. Basically, treat everybody with respect, because you don't know who's going to be in position to help you one day. And just do that in general. Do that in general. You don't have to potentially be somewhere important or in a certain group to be important one day. Just treat each other well, because we should treat each other well. Like, what? I don't know. That never, maybe because that's probably a part of the reason why I never fit in anywhere, because I'm not going to treat somebody a certain way because they're different, or they don't agree with what I say, or they're not in the cool crowd, or they not following trends and following ideas and patterns. Like, that's just so whack to me. And we cut ourselves off from so many amazing people in the world because of what we think is important, who we deem is important. That's just so silly to me. So we shouldn't let titles, money, anything get in the way of just life and treating each other well. You don't need to be a millionaire for me to treat you right. Like, the respectability is crazy out here in this world. Like, people come up to me like, oh, you know who that is? I'm like, okay, that's great. That's people do wonderful things. Like, kudos, like, that's amazing. But I'm not about to act different and act all giddy because somebody that's rich, famous, or owner, or whatever it is, a position, somebody has a big grand position or has done many things. That's, like I said, that's amazing. That's good. But I'm not going to change who I am to please somebody, because we're all human, baby. Tomorrow could be a different story. So I just wanted to say that, and treat yourselves right. Stop thinking that stop comparing yourselves, and that brings in room for comparison. It's like, y'all don't understand what people go through off this camera and off their highlight reels on different apps. Like I said, I'm at a loss for words, because we should just wake up, go live, and be happy. Be the happiest we possibly physically and mentally, spiritually can be. You know? That's all I wanted to say. So don't think a position is who you are. Don't think You are who you are without what you have. What you have just will exude who you are. It will bleed through who you are. Who you are will bleed through what you have. It will. Who you are and what you have, it will show. So that's all I wanted to say. You are who you are with and without anything. I'm Torm and I'm a human. That's it.